My next instructions say scoop out the egg yolks and put them into the mixing bowl. So this is our mixing bowl, and you're going to take a spoon, your little teaspoon, and you're just going to gently nudge it out. It should come out very easy on its own. You don't need to scoop down. You need to just just see how it's loose. You just kind of pull it out and put it in the bowl. And if it rips a little bit, the egg white, oh well, you're going to stuff it anyway. Nobody's going to see it. You're going to eat it so fast, who cares, right? Oops, that one I totally mutilated. That one you might care about. So we'll save these for the chef, right? So we got to be more careful. I've got to be more careful. All right, so now I guess this is the best way to hold it. Really hold it in your hand and just gently pull it out so you don't wreck the egg white. Because we do want it to be like a little boat so we can put this egg yolks back in. Okay, that's it for that spoon. What's the next? The next directions are put the egg whites onto the plate. So this is the little plate we're gonna use to serve. And they don't all fit in here, don't you know? So we're just gonna let's just use those 4. We'll set these others aside. We kind of mashed them a little bit. Or I should say I mashed them a little bit. So we'll just set those aside for now. And okay, mash the yolks with a fork. All right, so that's why we're gonna use this fork. And these are the yolks, the yellow part. We're just going to mash them. Maybe I can get it close. You're just pressing down on the yolks and you're just mashing them like mashed potatoes, right? So when we're done with all that, we have mashed egg yolk. All right, now they want us to stir in the mayonnaise, the mustard, and salt and pepper. So what are the ingredients? Okay, mayonnaise. They want 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I'm going to use my tablespoon right here. That's a tablespoon. And I'm going to measure out. And if you really want to do mise en place correctly, I would have already had the mayonnaise measured out into a little bowl so that I could just scoop the bowl into the egg yolks, and I wouldn't have had to try and get it out of the jar, but you know, I didn't. Okay, now they want the mustard. Mustard, they say 1 teaspoon of prepared mustard. That's what prepared mustard is. It's not the dry mustard that your mom may have as seasoning. This is what you put on your sandwiches. So we need 1 teaspoon. We got to find our 1 teaspoon measure right here, 1 teaspoon, and fill that up and put that in. All right, we did that. We don't need the mustard anymore. Salt and pepper comes next. So how much salt did they say in our directions? It says 1/4 teaspoon salt. I gotta find my 1/4 teaspoon. That's that little tiny one. And I gotta put 1/4 teaspoon of salt into my mixture. Now you wanna level everything off. Shake it till it's level. You don't want it a mound build up. You want it really level with that spoon. And level means to level off the top. See how it's right level with the spoon. It's not mounded up. I'm going to put that in. And we need 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And I use fresh pepper, fresh ground. So I ground that beforehand and put it in a bowl. This is what you would normally do if you really wanted to be strict about doing mise en place. You would have these little bowls. There would be the right amount of mayonnaise in this one. There would be another bowl with the right amount of salt. And there would be another bowl with the right amount of pepper. And I realize in a restaurant and all that, it's a good thing to have that way. At home, maybe that dirties too many dishes, so we just kind of measure as we go along. But at least I'm not having to go back to my cupboard and look for it right in the middle of my recipe. I have it right in front of me. So I'm going to put in the pepper. And it says to mix until smooth. So I'm just going to take my fork and mix all this until smooth. And you're just basically mixing up to make it look like egg salad, aren't you? Without the whites, though. Okay. Now, there is an option. If you like to put in relish, this is the only relish I had in the house, but it's good relish. It goes on Chicago dogs, so I really like it. I think I can add this if I want. They say it's optional. That means if you like it, put it in. If you don't like it, don't put it in. But I like it, so I'm going to put in, I'm just going to put in maybe a half a teaspoon. They call for a whole tablespoon. I don't really want that much. I think that's a lot. I'm just going to put in half a teaspoon. You could always add more if you wanted more, but we're just going to go with half a teaspoon today. All right, we don't need that anymore, do we? So we're going to mix it all in. Wow, that makes it look pretty. Look at the green. Kind of gives it a nice green punch. Okay. Now, they want you to use another spoon, just your teaspoon, another clean teaspoon. Let's make sure they're clean. And you're going to fill up your little boats of egg whites. You're going to fill them up with this egg yolk mixture. So I'm just taking a scoop of egg yolk. And see how this you can mound up. But a nice generous portion in the egg yolks, because I like a lot. I'm more the yolk lover, not the white lover. So I like to make sure my boats have plenty of egg yolk mixture in them. And we could have done the other egg. It did break, and that happens. Oh well. What happens usually is when this happens to me is I put it in my egg yolk mixture and mash it all up, and nobody even knows the difference that I lost an egg. It just gets put in with the egg yolk mixture, and then I scoop it into the eggs. But we'll set them aside because we don't need them now. All right, so now we have deviled eggs, right? Our boats are filled up with our egg yolk mixture. And we want to make them a little extra pretty because we're going to serve them maybe, if not to ourselves, to others. So we want to make it look pretty. And that's where paprika comes into play. Plus, it has a little bit of spice to it. Not hot, not heat. It's just a little spice. And it also makes it look pretty. So let's sprinkle just a little on. If you get on the plate, no problem. You can always just wipe the plate if you want, but I'm going to leave it. Anyway, there you go. These are deviled eggs. And they're really good to eat. I hope you enjoy that and you make some with me. And anyway, I hope you see why it's good to have yourself prepared. I didn't have to leave to go get anything. Everything was right here at the ready, at his finger's touch. I did not have to, find out. I'm like, oh no, I'm out of mayonnaise. Oh no, I didn't have enough of this. Or, I knew I had whatever I needed in order to prepare this recipe. So, from my house to yours, I hope you make this and try it. I'm going to try it because I like it. Oh, that's okay. We can wipe that off. That is quite good. Well, we'll see you next time.